Majors, back again with another video, another moto vlog. If you are new to the channel, new to this, I am a dog trainer out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, and my company is Majors Academy Dog Training, and I specialize in aggressive dogs. I specialize in fearful dogs, social separation anxiety, things of that nature. And so I've been doing this for about 14 years, and if this isn't the solution, it damn sure should put you on the path to your solution. So keep that in mind. Today I want to talk to you guys about puppy selection. Just a real quick video on how to select a puppy. And this is going to go a little deeper because too many people get a puppy way too quickly without even knowing the breed they get. They just fall in love with the cuteness of the puppy, and that is exactly the wrong thing to do when selecting a puppy. Do not let emotions get in the way of logic here, people. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that, because you're going to end up with a dog you don't know about, and then by the time you need to know about it, it's going to be too late, not the dog you want, and in my experience, biting people, things of that nature. Alright, so when selecting a puppy, it's hard to say what route to go exactly. I want to tell people that people have gotten very fortunate going through, you know, backyard breeders, which is wrong, but there have been some very good dogs that I know that come from backyard breeders. So I'm not saying that's the route to go. I'm just saying that's not totally the wrong route. There are some people who genuinely are good breeders that are good people that happen to have a litter. That is considered backyard breeding, but that doesn't mean that those dogs are going to be terrible, okay? So I want to say that to sort of just bring some balance, because the other thing you can do is look for a breeder of reputation, and then you still end up getting burned. I've seen both sides of the spectrum, and so I just want to tell you guys that it's not always very easy. One way that makes it easy is to be able to experience the parents and see if the breeders know the grandparents. If you're going from a breeder, if you're going to go to a reputable breeder, definitely make sure that you can see the parents and gain knowledge on who the grandparents were. Any reputable breeder should be able to give you that type of information. And just because they have championship bloodline, AKC, all that can be a bunch of crap. I've seen terrible dogs come from all that crap, so it doesn't mean anything to me. It kind of pisses me off when people say that. Oh, my dad's grandfather was a championship bloodline thoroughbred AKC show person. They're gonna get the hell out of here with that. I don't mean crap. Dog looks like trash, acts like trash. Alright, so just be careful. Again, you want to be able to... Am I going too slow? You want to be able to to experience the parents. That's what you're going to get. Whether you go through a backyard breeder or a reputable breeder, ask the parents. If they put up one, if they say you can't touch this one, or you can't see this one, or someone's put up and they for some reason don't let you have it, then that's a red flag, and you may want to consider going to another breeder. Because if the parents are nervous at all, there's a big chance that your dogs are going to be nervous, and that's not something that you should have to work through. You should not have to work through a genetically nervous dog. A genetically nervous dog should not even be bred. So, because we live in a society where the education level on how to deal with fear, anxiety, and aggression is not up to par. So, you don't want to start with a problem. You want to get the most bang for your buck. You got to see the parents. Now, when you select a puppy, It's not always the puppy who is the most outgoing that you want. I should say this before I get into that. Take into account your own lifestyle. Take into account your own temperament. What's that like? Are you an active person? Do you hike every day? Do you run? Do you walk? Okay, then you can get a more active dog. Huskies, German Shorthairs, Bijolas, just any dog that that has been bred for a job. You can get those dogs. If you're a more laid back person, then get a more laid back breed. Irish Wolfhounds, St. Bernards, Great Danes. Just make sure you're doing your research on the type of dog you want based on who you are, because that matters. Okay, that's enough about that. Now, when it comes to the puppy, when you're selecting that puppy, and say you're going through the backyard breeder or just a casual breeder, let's just say that, because backyard breeder has too much of a negative connotation tied to it. But when you're going through a breeder and they've got that box of puppies, right? This is how I picked out the best dog in my life, in my entire life. He was my best dog, and his name was Diesel. And that dog was not the first dog that was jumping up. He wasn't the biggest, he wasn't the smallest. Believe that size does matter when it comes to what dogs get, and how their pushiness works for them or doesn't. If you get the biggest dog in the litter, guaranteed he probably already is learning how to be a bully, guys. He's bullied everybody in the litter. He's bullied his mom to get the tit. And so chances are, when you get that big one, you're gonna get the most outgoing, pushy brat, charming brat. That's what you're gonna get. Now, if you get that runt, you may get that angry dog, because with little man syndrome, because he's been pushed around all his life and hasn't got what he needed to get. So, in my opinion, for me, I'm a middle of the road type of guy. I want the dog who is excited to see people, but not out of control. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you'll see puppies that'll that when you walk up, they're at the edge of the box litter, or they run up and they jump on you and they're just out of control. And then you'll see ones who don't come at all. Ooh, look at that German Shepherd. He didn't hear me. Sorry. I do that to every dog, but I usually don't have a helmet on. Anyway, so yeah, you want to get the dog who's happy to see you, but actually is kind of controlled, kind of has the ability to control themselves. That's going to be a great dog for most people, because those dogs are the easiest to train. They're a thinking dog, but they're a calm dog, and they're a happy dog. So that's sort of what I would consider, but it's still a personal decision on what you want. Okay, so in summary, whatever you want to say, I think it's important to see the daggum parents. And the clients that come to me, that is one of the first questions I ask. Did you see the parents? No. Did you get to see the mom and the dad? Oh, I saw the mom, but I didn't get to see the dad. Okay, moving forward, keep that as a red flag, because that makes a big difference when it comes to what you're going to get. All right, and then again, do your research on the breed that you want. Even if you picking out a dog, I don't care if you're picking out a rescue dog, do your research on the dog temperament that you want. Do your research. All right, maybe I'll make another video about rescue dogs, picking out a rescue dog, but for now, it's a puppy. So that's that. All right, guys, if you like this video, if you found that this video was valuable at any level, please give me a thumbs up, share it if you like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.